Welcome to Geotopia for you, your one-stop destination for all things geography. In this video, we are going to discuss about the topic map, its components and types. So without any further ado, let's begin. First, it is important for us to understand what exactly is a map. A map can be defined as a two-dimensional representation of the Earth or a part of it on a sheet of paper drawn according to a particular scale and map projection. Now, we shall have a look at the various components of an ideal map. Number 1. Title. The title of a map conveys the purpose of a map to the viewer. It should be able to provide an answer to the question what, when, how. The title must not be too complex. The viewer should understand the purpose of a map clearly upon looking at the title. For example, a map showing the political boundaries of different countries of the world may bear the title Countries of the World. Number 2. Direction. Direction is shown in the corner of a map by a north line arrow. There are 4 cardinal directions: north, east, south, and west. Intermediate directions are northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. In this picture, you can notice the 4 cardinal directions as well as the 4 intermediate directions. Number 3. Legend. Legend of a map explains all the symbology used in a map. It is the key to a map. It serves as a decoder to the symbology used in the data frame. An ideal legend contains the symbols or colors used in the map along with an explanation of what entity is represented by it. In this table, you can notice 4 conventional symbols along with the description. This is an example of how a legend should look like. Number 4. Map scale. Map scale is the ratio between distance between 2 points on map to the corresponding distance between same 2 points on the ground. There are 3 ways to represent map scale. Number 1. Statement scale. Number 2. Linear scale. And number 3. Representative fraction. This image that you see on the bottom right corner of your screen is an example of linear scale. Number 5. Inset. An inset map is used to show the location of an unfamiliar area within a relatively familiar area. It can be used to show a portion of a map in greater detail also. Example, showing capital city of a country in details beside the country map. In this picture, you can notice the use of an inset which has been highlighted using the black box which shows the location of the country of Mexico within the larger area of North and Central America. Number 6. Grid. Grid or graticule is the network or mesh that is formed by the intersection of parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. Grid lines help in finding the location of places within the map. For example, in this map of Europe, you can see the use of grid lines. The vertical lines are the meridians of longitude and the horizontal lines are the parallels of latitude. Number 7. Border and neat lines. A border line defines where the map area exactly stops. Without the presence of a border, a map looks unfinished. Space within 2 border lines or outside one border line may be used to write the degrees of latitude and longitude. The space outside the border of a map may be used to write the title, marginal information, credits, etc. Borderline is usually the thickest line on a map. Number 8. Labels. Names of places, rivers, streets, establishments should be properly mentioned on a map. These are called labels. In this picture, which is a part of a topographical map, you can see the use of labels which has been highlighted using the black boxes. Number 9. Credits. Map credits includes the source of data for the map. It also includes the name of a cartographer or agency of publication of map. It may also include map publication date, map projection use, and other explanatory material including copyright information. Now we shall have a look at the various types of maps. There are two bases of classification of maps. Number 1 is based on scale of map and number 2 is based on purpose of map. Map classification based on scale. According to scale of a map can be classified into three categories. Number 1, large scale map, number 2, medium scale map, and number 3, small scale map. We shall have a look at each of them in details. Large scale map. Large scale maps are those which show a small area in a lot of details. The RF of such maps is usually large, typically ranging between 1:1000 to 1:2500. Example, cadastral map, city map, building plans. On your screen is a picture of a cadastral map, which is an example of a large-scale map. Medium-scale map. Medium-scale maps are those which shows an area larger than in large-scale map in a few details, but less details than small-scale maps. The RF of such maps is usually smaller than large-scale maps, typically ranging between 1:50,000 to 1:100,000. Example, topographical map, building plans. On your screen is a topographical map, which is an example of medium-scale map. Small-scale map. Small-scale maps are those which shows a large area in very few details. The RF of such maps is usually large, typically ranging between 1:1 million to 1:10 million. Example, wall maps, atlas maps, continent maps. On your screen you can see a world map, which is an example of small-scale map. Now we shall have a look at the classification of map based on scale. Listed here are the names of 20 different types of maps. We shall have a look at each of them in details. Number 1. Astronomical map. A map showing heavenly features is called an astronomical map. Number 2. Orographic map. An orographic map indicates the bulges and depressions found over the surface. The level of land, its slope, and drainage represented by rivers and lakes are marked in an orographic map. They are also called relief map. Number 3. Geological map. The rocks that form the surface of the earth and their mode of occurrence and deposition are marked by geological maps. Number 4. Weather map. Weather maps denote conditions of temperature, pressure, wind, precipitation of an area over a short period, which changes daily. Number 5. Climate map. When averages of weather conditions of a place over a very long period say 10 years or over, are depicted on a map, the map is called the climatic map of the region depicted. Number 6. Vegetation map. A map showing natural flora of a region is called a vegetation map. Number 7. Soil map. The soil map of an area exhibits various types of soil covering the area. Number 8. Cultural map. Cultural features designed over the surface of the earth may be represented via cultural maps. Number 9. Political map. A political map shows boundaries between different countries or different political units within a country. Number 10. Military map. Military maps records strategic points, routes, and battle plans. Number 11. Historical map. A map showing past events like the extent of past empires are called historical map. Number 12. Social map. Social organisms, tribes, races, languages, ethnicities, religions can be depicted on maps which are called social maps. Number 13. Communication map. A map showing the means and modes of communication, that is, roadways, railways, airways, and waterways on a map is called a communication map. Number 14. Population map. A map showing the distribution of human population of an area is called a population map. Number 15. Economic map. A map showing distribution of energy resources, distribution of mineral resources, and industrial production centers, and the modes of communication linking these centers together is called an economic map. Number 16. Distribution map. Maps showing the distribution of different objects, phenomena, or entities of definite value may be grouped under the head of distribution map. Number 17. Chorochromatic map. When different objects are shown by various colors, the map is known as chorochromatic map. Number 18. Choroschematic map. When different objects are shown by various symbols, the map is known as choroschematic map. Number 19. Isoplet map. When statistical data is shown by lines of equal value or isoplets, the map is called isoplet maps. Example: isobar, isotherm, isopluve. Number 20. Choroplet map. Horizontal, vertical, and slanting lines or in check format may be adopted to show different densities of population, forest cover, etc. They are called choroplet maps. So that was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked our content, then please like our videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel.